The Whispering Shadows. In a small forgotten town nestled deep in the forest, there was an old house that everyone avoided. Known as Blackwood Manor, it had been abandoned for decades, its windows cracked, and the walls covered in creeping ivy. Locals whispered that the house was alive, cursed perhaps, and that anyone who entered would never be the same. One autumn night, a man named Jacob, new to town and skeptical of ghost stories, decided to explore Blackwood Manor. He had always been drawn to the paranormal but never believed in it. With a flashlight in hand and a sense of adventure, he walked down the overgrown path to the house. The moon was bright, casting long shadows through the trees. But as he approached the manor, the light seemed to dim as though the house was swallowing the night itself. The front door creaked open as if waiting for him. Inside, the air was stale, and the temperature dropped, even though it was a mild night. Jacob's footsteps echoed in the large empty rooms. Faded portraits hung on the walls, their subjects' eyes following him, or so it seemed. As he ventured deeper into the house, he started to hear whispers. At first they were faint, like a breeze rustling through the trees. But as he climbed the staircase, the voices grew clearer, forming words. His name. Jacob. Jacob. The voice was raspy, hollow, as though it came from the very walls around him. His heart raced, but he pressed on. The whispers led him to a door at the end of the hallway, one covered in strange, deep scratches. Hesitating for a moment, Jacob opened the door. Inside was a small room, empty except for an old mirror standing in the corner. As he approached, the whispers stopped. The room was deathly quiet. Jacob stared into the mirror, seeing only his reflection, until something moved behind him. A dark figure, shadowy and indistinct, loomed over his shoulder, but when he turned, nothing was there. He whipped back to the mirror, and the figure was closer now, its face barely visible, eyes hollow and dark. Jacob backed away, his breath quickening, but the door slammed shut. The whispers returned, louder now, all around him, chanting his name. The shadow in the mirror smiled, revealing sharp, jagged teeth. Its voice was a hiss. "You're mine." In a panic, Jacob tried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. The shadow reached out from the mirror, long, clawed hands stretching toward him. He screamed, but the sound was swallowed by the house, leaving only silence. Days later, the townspeople found Blackwood Manor just as they always had, silent and still. But Jacob was never seen again. Some say his spirit is now trapped in the mirror, waiting for the next curious soul to enter the house to take their place in the whispers. Please like and subscribe for more spooky shorts.